Paul Feist is an author, humorist, and actor. Paul's greatest pleasure is hearing laughter when reading his stories or acting on stage. As a member of the Muskoka Authors Association, he is excited that his full-length novel, Broken Anchor, will land on the bookshelves soon. Paul enjoys finding humor in the strangest places, or, as in this case, an event where he was a reluctant participant. He usually sprinkles embellishment generously throughout his stories with joyous abandon. This is often referred to as creative nonfiction. However, he assures me that his story today is 99% true, with just a dash of poetic license to enhance the flavor. The story takes place in the 1960s, and he calls it Cops and Rubbers. Enjoy.
Cops and Rubbers. The sun is shining, the temperature is in the mid-70s, the top is down on my new 1962 MGB sports car, and the wind sifts its way through my recently coiffed auburn hair. I am wearing my Sterling Moss leather racing gloves with the stylish ventilation holes all race car drivers must have in order to feel the true connection between car and road. My Serengeti sunglasses protect my eyes from the sun's blinding glare. A white silk scarf encircles my neck, its tail flowing behind like a great Palomino stallion galloping across the plains. This will help ward off any chill I might encounter on my long trip to Montreal. The world is a safe and wonderful place for this adventuresome 22-year-old man of La Mancha. I am on a business trip from Cooksville, Ontario to Montreal, Quebec, the first big trip for the new MGB, and I look forward to putting it through its paces. I begin my journey by heading up Dixie Road towards the 401 highway that will take me directly to my destination. The time is 10 a.m., and while cruising leisurely up the road, I begin to occupy my mind with such thoughts as what savory repast will dance across my palate tonight? Which wine will best pair with said delicacy? The French have so much more, how shall I say, savoir-faire when it comes to all things culinary. An equally important thought darts across my mind. How creative will I have to be in padding my meager expense account to cover this alluring yet forbidden extravaganza? I work for a biological supply company, not known for its largesse to budding sales managers. Among the many and varied scientific tools that we market are preserved animal specimens such as frogs, fish, snails, and cats for dissection in educational institutions. I chuckle to myself as it occurs to me the French are more interested in dining on frogs and snails rather than dissecting them. My task is to introduce Quebec educators and students to our new and recently developed preservative. Unlike formaldehyde, the standard of the day, our new preserving formula does not irritate the skin or cause allergic reactions when dissected. Truly a godsend for anyone involved in the preservation or dissection of cadavers. With many hours of relaxed driving time to sort out these game-changing issues, I settle into the comfort of my leather bucket seat, ready to enjoy the fresh morning air and the serenity of the day. Elsewhere, nearby at the same time, several masked men enter a bank on the northeast corner of Dixie Road and Dundas Highway. They are not there to make a deposit. They introduce themselves with pistols drawn and proceed to make a substantial withdrawal, but not before the silent alarm activates. A nearby police car responds within minutes, and the officer pulls into the bank parking area, blocking off the getaway car. The robbers exit the front door just as the police officer is about to run in. Greeted with the barrel of a gun aimed directly at his chest, the trigger is pulled, but somehow the gun misfires. A hard elbow to the officer's body bowls him over, and the exiting robbers run for the parking lot. Seeing that their escape car is blocked, they jump into the still-running police cruiser and roar out onto Dixie Road. Relieved to be alive, but still mindful of his duty, the police officer commandeers a passing car, and the chase is on. My 50-mile-per-hour reverie up Dixie Road is broken when I catch a glimpse of a police car in my rearview mirror. My acute sense of speed, time, and distance tells me that it will soon overtake me. I check my speedometer. He can't be after me. I'm running at the speed limit. Obviously, he is going. Before I can finish the thought, zoom! He passes me. I can't miss a chance like this, so before you can say Andretti, my leathered palm downshifts into third gear. Let's see what this puppy can really do. The mighty pistons of British engineering roar into action. 70, 75, 80, 85 miles per hour. I am now only 50 feet back from the police cruiser. What can it be? Is it a fire? An explosion? Or perhaps a 2-for-1 sale at the Dixie Donut Shop? Once again, that inner driver's voice, available to only a select few, says, "Look in your rear view mirror, dummy." There, about 100 feet back and gaining fast, is a plain sedan with what looks to be a policeman in the passenger seat. This must be something big. Here we are, 3 cars with less than 200 feet separating us, doing almost 100 miles per hour. Bring it on, baby. I'm not sure if I hear the shot first or see the gun. Nevertheless, a man is leaning out of the police cruiser window and shooting back in my direction. A quick look in the rearview mirror tells me the policeman in the car behind is returning the fire. It soon becomes apparent that the bad guys are in the front, the good guys are behind, and I am in a very dangerous place. Fear-inspired sweat from my palms begins to seep through my designer gloves. The flowing silk scarf threatens to strangle me now as it tightens against my now pronounced Adam's apple, enlarged by the thought of imminent death. A salesman's training prepares him for every possible situation. So I call on that special skill to help extricate me from this threatening position. The bullets fly back and forth, but the low profile of my car sends them over my head. A head at this point attempting to be as small as possible, with only its bulging crocodile eyes visible above the dashboard. My keen sense of self-preservation begins to kick in, and then that magical, mystical inner voice that I am fortunate to possess speaks loud and clear. Get your dumb ass out of here. Like a miracle, the exit sign for Highway 401 East appears, and with the precision of a Grand Prix driver, I jettison from the chase. Later, I will learn that the criminals crashed their car further up Dixie Road and were captured after a short fracas with several police officers who had joined in pursuit. The rest of my trip was uneventful, but I kept busy running the various scenarios of what might have happened. I could have been the hero of the day, passing the bandits and running them off the road, ready for the police to apprehend. It also occurs to me that I may have been shot and killed. This would have been a major blow to French academia, as they would tragically never realize the enhanced benefits of our new preservative solution for laboratory specimens. On a separate note, I also learned never again to trust translators from Ontario. They were responsible for converting my English advertising literature to French, along with my prepared speech, extolling the merits of our new groundbreaking specimen preservative. En français, their translation was préservatif. Apparently in Quebec, the word préservatif locally translates as condom. And so the next day I proudly introduced to a throng of Quebec's scientific intelligentsia a condom guaranteed to be rash resistant and allergy free. Vive la différence!